Start a new game. No, continue. Choose a virus. Let's try normal. And COVID-19. Start. Then of course we are going to choose China. Begins in China. So what we want to do is to increase the transmission rate, but we don't want it to be lethal at this stage, because if it starts to become lethal, then the other countries would start to make cures for it. So we want to infect as many people as we can first before we start making it deadly. So I'm going to increase the pace a little bit. We've got to be careful on how it mutates as well. So far there's no particular news on this COVID-19. So it's started to mutate, so let's have a look at what this is. So this would increase the chance of bursting and spread disease, so it increases the transmission, so that's good. We'll leave that alone. If it starts to become deadly, then we'll devolve it. We'll start spreading this through birds. Very good. High level of bird migration. World health experts announced that a global pandemic only has 2.5% chance of wiping out humanity. We'll see about that. So currently it's still in China. You can see it's only affected China, and there's all these other healthy countries. So we'll keep increasing this transmission. Hypersensitivity mutated. That's alright as well. So it can be lethal. Alright, let's leave this for the time being. But once the bottom purple bar shows how lethal it is, once it starts killing people, then other countries will start creating a cure for it, and that's not what we don't want to do. We want to infect as many people as we can. So more and more countries are getting infected. Harder to cure, that's fine as well. So it's spreading quite quickly. We want it to survive in water, so it can go on ships and airplanes. So far the news does not mention anything about the virus. Right, more and more people are getting infected, and there's more and more people getting killed. Alright, here we're on the radar. They've identified a new disease. So the problem with more and more people dying is that when you have a particular country, well, the first thing is to spread this across the whole world. And then when you have more and more people dying, then you don't have the people that are infected to infect the other healthy people. And then if all of the people have died, and you still got healthy people in the country, then you still don't win, because the aim of the game is to kill everyone in the world. So we've got to make sure that more people are getting infected than they are dying. Right. I think it's becoming too deadly at this stage, so I'm going to try to devolve some. See, this one, total organ failure causes rapid death, so I don't want that. I want it to bring down how lethal it is. I need this to infect faster. $1.5 billion people infected and about 8 million have died. So let's have a look at what this is. Alright, so this just increases the transmission, so that's okay. So they're starting to shut down the countries. The problem with this is a lot of countries are still healthy. So once they start shutting down the borders, then the planes and the ships can't reach these countries, and then we're in trouble, because then it's going to be hard to infect those countries. Slow down the game first. So cure is going to be in 3 years' time, but that's because not a lot of countries are putting effort into it. Once more and more people die, then they'll start making cures for this quicker. I'm gonna make it cold resistant, so it's very hard to transmit to Greenland. So that particular country is very hard to infect. Insomnia. Where is insomnia? Making it less productive. So that would be good from creating a pure cure point of view. They'll do it slowly. We'll start making this more lethal once most of the countries are being infected. Alright, now it's on the watch list. Let's see what countries are still... So 3 more countries. Spain, Peru and Bolivia still need to be infected. It's not just transmitting to the countries, but we need the people within the countries to be infected as well before we start making it deadly. Two more countries left. One more country left. 4.6 billion people infected, 25 million, 26 million that are dead. So we still got about 3 million people to infect. 3 billion, sorry. Alright, I don't like that. That makes it too deadly. I'm going to devolve this so it's not as lethal. I need it to spread first. Because say for example, if I'm looking at down here in Australia, there's only 18,000 people being infected, but only 36, 37 are dead. If it's too lethal, then all of these people that are infected will die, and then there's no one else to infect once the whole world starts shutting down their borders. So I want it to make it more and alright, let's see how this goes. So Canada, it's not making much of an impact there. So Canada's particularly cold. So let's see, global research focuses on a cure. USA is only a couple of hundred as well. So these are particularly developed countries. So these ones would become resistant, increase effectiveness in wealthy countries. So that's what we want to do. So not many planes and ships moving around. Alright, let's speed this up. How many people do we have to kill? UK starts to break down. So we have infected about 80% of the people. So got 20% left. And then you can see this light blue line, more and more effort is put into research, so they're going to come up with a cure quite soon. So 48% already cured. Well, that's increasing quite fast. We have to quickly infect as many people as we can before making it very lethal. We're going to make the cure rate slow down a bit first. So this makes it harder to cure, and they need more time to come up with a cure. So that brought that cure percentage from 63 down to 40 something. So I've bought myself a bit more time, but it's becoming more and more deadly. So I want to make sure that there's no healthy people in the world, and then it's a race between how fast the virus can kill compared to how quickly they can come up with a cure. So, alright, we've nearly infected all of the healthy people. People are dying too quickly. So, see, this is the problem. Because it's too deadly, I won't infect all of the people in Canada, and they'll all die. So, I think I've lost this game. I needed to control how lethal it is. I've let it mutate too quickly. So I've still got 13 million people healthy. I'll play this again. Here we go, we lost. So it killed all of its hosts, but some people survived. Let's play this again.